Folks, this drill is going to fix your bend in the sky forever, absolutely guaranteed. We've got two types of golfer in this world. We've got this guy here. He's Sid the Slicer. He's an absolute crackpot. He swings fast, he's got a tight grip, he swings outside in. Look at that path line, look at that angle of attack. And before you know it, he's trying so hard to swing from the inside and he thinks he's got it. This is the one, baby. And he goes and hits a wank like that. Poor fella. An absolute lunatic. Then we've got Harry the Hooker. He's more of a suave, sophisticated guy. He kind of thinks he hangs out in the cool club. I'm one of the hookers of the world. I don't slice it. Unfortunately, this guy is riddled with anxiety. Can't get the ball in the air with his driver. Hits dirty sniping hooks. And he's prone to the odd top as well. Loves the top. Now, these two golfers are seen all over the golf ranges of the UK and the world. And I'm sure that one of them resonates really, really highly with you. I'm going to show you how to fix both of these shots with the same drill. So, the slice. We saw Sid the Slicer with the grip being a long way forwards. The grip being a long way forwards is one of the key components of the slice. Because of the weakness in the shot, because of the weakness of the ball going to the right, that glancing blow that, look, we've all felt it, haven't we? We've all felt the glancing blow that blasts the ball out to the right. It's that very ingredient that causes the golfer to pull hard at the top, whether you like it or not, folks. You pull hard from the top, you keep pulling because you feel like you need to get as much speed as possible. And that continual pull through strike is the very ingredient that keeps this angle between the arms and the club shaft. That then makes the angle of attack too much down, box on the left 6.4. And then, because of that, the face is wide open. You get too much spin, you get too much loft of the driver, and you have too little ball speed. That then precipitates the fact that you're going to try and pull harder, swing faster, grip harder, and so the cycle continues. Then we've got Harry the Hooker. He's got a club face that's pointing so far to the left that he can't even look at the target for the fear of it going to the left. You can see that that face to path value is at 12 degrees shut. If he even whiffs his body turning through, that thing is going up the pie shop where Miggins keeps the ingredients quicker than you can say boo to a goose. So with Harry the Hooker, his club face is going to travel so far from the inside that low point is going to hang out back here and the club is going to be rising up, which is why we've got a 7-degree inside-out path and a completely polarized angle of attack of up at 5.3. Now, this is what you really want, is how do we fix both of them? My weighted bag here at 10 kilograms is a great little aid. Now, it doesn't have to be this heavy, but it needs to be something that is going to give you some resistance. I don't want you using impact bags. I don't want you using anything that you feel like you want to hit. This is about a bit of weight that can slow your club head down. Because when we slow the club head down, we start to be more aware of what our grip is doing. So let's talk about Sid the Slicer. And I'm now going to pop the club head behind this heavy impact bag. Now I'm going to set myself up and I'm going to gesture and show you what Sid the Slicer's impact condition is going to be. as he continually moves the grip quickly and the head stays behind, you can see how he's opening up, which makes the ball slice. Now, if you've watched enough of my content, notably my hand path videos, you'll understand that the grip wants to come back in, and that can create a draw. But on Sid the Slicer's swing, his continual acceleration of the handle is the very ingredient that allows the face to open up. Now, Harry the hooker, when he comes into the golf ball, he's the guy that's trying to push the 10 kilogram bag down the range. He's the opposite. He's the one that's arriving shut with the club opening up. And so the club is opening up, unloading past the golfer, and the more he holds his body back, because the ball is going to the left, you can see that this shoulder and this grip is going to cause even bigger problems, because the more he holds the body back, the more the ball is struck over here, the more the club passes him, and the more the face points to the left. Folks, this drill is going to fix your bend in the sky forever, absolutely guaranteed. Don't hear that often, do you? But it's important to recognize who you are. Are you more of a Sid the Slicer, or are you more of a Harry the hooker? Once you can recognize which shape in the sky you see, noted by the bend. If the ball is inclined to bend right, Sid the Slicer. Doesn't matter if it starts left or not, or right or not. It's only the bend that we're interested in. Or does the ball bend to the left? For Sid the Slicers, which is all of the ones out there that are leaning in at this moment, what I want you to do is set yourself up with the Stuart Cartwright Good Golf Coaching grip, top right-hand corner. And incidentally, while I've got you, head over to my posts page on the YouTube channel and click the WhatsApp community group link, where you'll be able to find out all of the up-and-coming offers, all to my subscribers at Good Golf Coaching. I've got some great digital content that is going to take your golf game to the next level. So go head over, click the link. It's a one direction. It's only coming from me. It's not a chat channel. It's only coming from me. You can only read messages from me. Won't be from all of the people in there, so it's not spammy, that kind of thing. So now we've got the Sid the Slicer on the mat. What we're looking to do for Sid the Slicer is for him to recognize the fact that when we come into the ball, that the head needs to arrive back before the handle. So all of a sudden, Sid the Slicer, that's been pulling the grip forever in an effort to move the path to the left, to stop the ball slicing to the right, now feels like he's making the head end unload first. So the club head is going to feel like it unloads past the grip, rather than feeling like the handle is going to continue to keep pulling. Continually pulling the grip is going to keep opening the face up, which is what Sid the Slicer does when he's on the tee battling the right-hand side. So we've got to change the chemistry of how the club head moves through strike. And it's that club head moving first that's going to give you the chance to feel like you can now square the face up. So after doing that with the heavy bag, you can now feel that I've got this push-pull movement going on with the two hands to allow the golf club to unload. At that point, once you've got the sensations, what I want you to do is get the ball teed up And I want us to do some little chippy swings. After you've applied that force in the heavy bag, you will really sense how this golf club, through strike, will now start to unload. So we go back, move the club through. At that point, you will now start to see an angle of attack up and a face to path value closed. Now remember, when you hit up on the golf ball, you are meeting the golf ball in the latter stages of the circle, which is why the path to start with will start to point left. Then go back to the impact bag, put the pressure on the impact bag or something that's heavy. We're not hitting the impact bag, we're just changing the pressure. Once you've done that a few times, back up, go back, apply the same pressure. Again, the club will unload, you'll hit up and the ball will go left. Now once you've done that a few times, you can then start to build up the length of the swing. We go back a little bit longer and we allow the golf club to unload. Go back a little bit longer and we allow the golf club to unload. Now we make the swing a little bit longer. So we've now got that swing phase down at the bottom that's now starting to allow the club head to hit up on the ball and starting to square the face to path up. As you then build up the length of the swing, you build up those feels. So that's Sid the Slicer fixed. He's going to be a happy guy. Harry the Hooker. Now Harry the Hooker has a slightly different sensation. Slightly is an understatement. He all of a sudden wants to be more like Sid the Slicer. So what we're looking to do, this is a bit more of a dynamic move for Harry the Hooker, is that I want Harry the Hooker to make some through swings where he feels like the pressure on the impact bag is non-existent. Feeling like he's pulling the club past the impact bag, which opens the golfer up, which now makes him feel like the club head's being left behind. Once you've done that, we go back a foot or so. Now move through and don't allow the club head to hit the impact bag. That allows you to open yourself up. With that same feeling, we can now sense that we're going to start to feel that the head is going to be left behind. And you can immediately see how that ball wants to pop out to the right. So same feels. Going to allow the club head not to hit the impact bag, which all of a sudden makes me feel like I've got to move the handle. Going to do exactly the same feel. Again, you can see how that ball wants to pop out to the right as I'm pulling the grip through. So for Harry the Hooker, all of a sudden, he feels like he can move his body open, which now offsets the face to path value. So he'll now be able to sense that he could turn through the golf ball a bit more. He'll suddenly be able to encourage a more angle of attack down, a path left, and more of a Sid the Slicer feel. Something that golfers underappreciate is that your golf swing is in a state of flux. If you stand on the tee and you hit the golf ball hard, you will lean on your bias. If you hit it soft, you'll back off of your bias. That's why you hit it straighter when you hit it softer. But we don't want to hit it softer. We want to hit it hard. So whether you are a Sid the Slicer and you are trying to feel like the club head is unloading and arriving at that impact bag sooner, and you stand there and want to hit one hard, that is Sid the Slicer's feel to try and offset that open face to path value, compared to Harry the Hooker that had that big unload. He all of a sudden wants to feel like he's pulling the grip more, which allows him to feel like he can get that ball straighter and again start to feel like he's a bit more open face to path. In the end though, when all is said and done, all we're trying to do is bring you back to neutral to give you the best chance to hit some shots that find the middle of the fairway. And the reality is, this release pattern with driver is something that really can make it very confusing. But that impact bag and registering what your bias needs to be, along with the good golf coaching grip, you'll really start to deliver some neutral shots. Thank you so much for being with me. Hopefully this has really offered up something to your driving. Are you tired of paying too much for your premium leather golf gloves? Head over to gxgolfgloves.com. These are gloves tried and trusted by elite amateurs and tour players alike. Enter my code GOODCOACHING to receive 10% off your next order. Go try them out, you won't be disappointed. And that, my friends, is good coaching.